And quite a bit of time since I did a YouTube live. Been, I guess, a good word for it is busy. Working on the website. I don't know, just doing so many things. But I'm back and I wanted to bead with you because I really love doing those will it work or won't it's. And I have a will it work or won't it. I have a necklace bar. I really have no idea if it's going to look too stiff. We had this made for us. It's koa wood, made on the Big Island, and it's made to be like an earring. And I love the cutouts. It's got the waxing, waning crescent moon and the full moon in the center. So it kind of goes with our moods, right? As we kind of become more inwards at times and more expressive at others. Anyhow, I thought, wouldn't it be cool to wear it like a bar? Because I've been seeing these young girls, they come in and they want to do bar necklaces. I don't, I don't have one. So I thought maybe I'll make one with these moons. Are you ready? We'll leave this up. If it works, I hope it does. And then you can make one too. Okay, spinning you around. Okie dokie. Here it is. Here I go. Okie dokie. All right. Let me make something. So here is my moon. So this bar just comes like this without any rings. That way you can wear it this way, earrings or pendant. And then I had a gold ring. So we soldered that on each side. And here is a good tip. Whenever you solder a ring into a hole on an object with edges, make sure that your ring can move freely and that the thickness of the ring doesn't fill up the hole. For example, this ring here is so thick, right, that it doesn't have a lot of wiggle room, but it does have clearance. So that really works. But sometimes I think when you have rings at home and you're like, oh, I'll just use what I have, you put it in there and it may fit this way, but then it can get stuck right there. So that is something good to think about when you're using jump rings. I wanted really thin jump rings on this. We had this made for us with 18 gauge holes, but I wanted it really thin and delicate because I'm going to use a small moonstone to connect it. So kind of just going along with the whole moon theme, my moonstone theme. I'm gonna grab some gold fill wire and I'm gonna wrap it. Now, if you guys like to wire wrap, this is like the best way to add a clasp on to anything. You don't always necessarily need a bead to do it. Like you can just wrap and connect. But the nice part about using a bead is you get that stone energy on it. You get a little pop of color and it's cute. So here we go, open that up. Now if you're like, oh, I need one of those handmade koa wood. Koa wood is an acacia wood that's from Hawaii. So if you need some Hawaii energy and you want it with koa wood, let me know. These are made on the Big Island by our friend Manny. Okay, so I made a tiny wire wrap loop and now I'm going to add on a moonstone. Peach moonstone comes in a lot of colors and from light to dark. So I'll show you. I picked the lighter ones because I wanted it super neutral. So like when you look at it on the front of the necklace, you would not even pay attention. Well, we'll see if that happens. Normally, the way we taught basic wire wrap for the last, almost 3 decades as you would pinch it and make a 90-degree angle. But if you like teeny tiny wire wraps, just bend it slightly and then make your loop on the other side, just like this, and come around. Oh, I know what I was saying. If you want to get one of these coil ones with the, help me finish my sentence here, coil wood, with the ring soldered on it for whatever reason, reach out and ask. Now, please don't reach out on YouTube, because we don't check YouTube every day. We do check our email. We do check our web chat. Y'all know what a web chat is. I was writing that down today on an automated message, and I was like, okay, if you need help, go to our web chat on the website. And I just thought, you know what? My mom would not know what the heck I'm saying if I told her go to a web chat. She would be like, where? Go where? So then I realized what I was doing is just throwing these random words out with the expectation that people know what it is. It's like acronyms. I hate when people talk to me in acronyms and I'm like, I don't know what that is. So a web chat is that little icon on a website, and it looks like a message bubble, you know, like a little quote bubble. And when you click on that on the bottom right of our page, it takes you to Jason. Jason is hiding in that bubble and will respond to you. We do not have an AI response, artificial intelligence response. It is really Jason. So if you send it at a time when he's sleeping, there will be no answer. Okay, so put this on. This technique of basic wire wrapping means that you can attach anything and you can make anything. And now you have a superpower with which you can change the world. Okay, here we go. Now, oh, I love this. I do. I have spare pieces of this M&M shaped peach moonstone. It's faceted, it's cute, right? If that is something you want to make this necklace, I will throw those in for you so that you can do the same exact thing as me. If you don't have these are, I don't know, maybe, they're definitely pre-COVID, so they're like maybe 6 years old. Okay, don't forget to put your chain into that loop. Come on down. And thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time and the tips, the support. Well, my tips to you, not your tips to me. But I appreciate you listening to the tips, really. I enjoy beading so much that I want you, anyone who watches this, to feel powerful, insightful, confident. You know, beading is the most mindful activity I've ever done. Ever. No joke. I've been doing it over 30 years and I love it. Okay, crossing my fingers that this is going to be cute. Now you look at your piece. Is there a front and a back? Not really. Okay, so since it doesn't matter and there's no front and back, I'm going to add the clasp on. Clasp and ring. You can use an open jump ring to attach it. You can if you want. You can use a tiny little gold ball. I was going to use another peach moonstone, but doesn't this kind of look like a full moon? That's a crystal quartz. And I love the idea that crystal quartz harmonizes, amplifies, And when I say amplifies, it works like a piece of glass. If you were to use the glass like a magnifier and you hold it up to something, same with crystal quartz, it makes the print bigger. So when we call it a magnifier, it literally is a magnifier. Okay. So if you bead and you're like me, you're always like rushing around, this is very quick. It's a lot quicker if you don't stop to set up your phone and hold your hands out in front of you while you bead. Bring it close to your face, so much better. Okay. You can probably finish a project like this with 4 wire wraps in less than 10 minutes, 4 wire wraps. I always feel like I can whip it out. I just need some free time. And I have made so many gifts in my mind of what I'd like to do. So to get back on track, I'm trying to remind myself every day to teach something. It doesn't have to be beading. It could be anything. It doesn't even have to be to another human. It could just be to myself. Oh, well, I am a human. But you know what I mean. So it just really motivates me to just turn on my camera and show you something easy, something fun, something inspiring, so I could teach something. Tomorrow, maybe tonight, I might be back, or maybe I'll go on TikTok, but I have these super cute Ethiopian opals, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. So I've had them for about 2 years, sold some. Then I had a really good strand that I broke up into 1-inch pieces. And those 1-inch pieces, there's about like 5 to 8 Ethiopian opals in that 1 inch. And they are gorgeous. They're like glittery. And oh my gosh, even if you wear only one, it is so amazing with that sparkle. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do with one Ethiopian opal? How can I make a statement with it? And then this morning I woke up thinking about hot air balloons and how the hot air balloon has a little basket at the bottom, right? And even though it's the tiniest part, that basket, it's your lifesaver. You need that basket. That is like probably the most important part for the experience of if you want to ride your hot air balloon. So I was thinking that the rondelle shape that I have is like a hot air balloon basket. It's like a rondelle and it's flat. So I felt inspired. I just told Jason, I'm going to make a hot air balloon out of wire, like just a wire form. Make it on the larger side so that it's a big piece of roundness. And then I'm going to wire wrap my Ethiopian opal bead to the bottom. So hopefully we'll have something to show you. Okay, this is a soldered ring that I'm putting on the other end. Soldered so that it does not open up. It cannot open up. So if you like soldered rings, we do have soldered rings. I tend to never use an open jump ring on the end of my necklaces to clasp into, because if you pull hard, it will open. So the next question is, well then Jamie, why don't you use an open jump ring that is thick? All of you that have tried know why. Because when you open this little thing and you put your ring in there, it won't fit if it's a thick jump ring. So it has to be thin by default to get into the mouth of the clasp. And when it's thin and it's open, then it can split when you pull it hard. All right, I am done with my necklace. currently taking off my other jewelry. I'll lift that up here so you can see. You can be honest. I would love some critique on this necklace. I have a feeling right now, because this happens with all bar necklaces, if it's too long, it's going to look awkward. It's going to look like I put a swing around my neck. Too long being like, 17 or 18 inches, because you want something like this to stay rounded, if possible, right? Stay rounded on your neck. So it looks very like beautiful versus like when it pulls down and it looks like that. Although that is a popular look right now. So I'm going to put it on. I measured maybe 7¼ inches of chain. I'm pulling it right now. It is going to swing. Here's my necklace. And it will come down and make a bar. Actually, that's kind of cute. Come on, get my clothes on. What if I pull it and I make it shorter? That's a cuter length to me. So I think, let me see, I'm going to squeeze the chain behind. That's about 1/4, maybe 1/2 inch shorter on both sides. So if you want it to stay rounded around your neck, if you want it to be like a swing, you can go about 8 inches. That's 8 inches of chain on each side. Don't forget to count for the soldered ring and the wire wrap here and the bead and wire wrap here. That's going to add length to the whole piece. That's my necklace. So you know what's kind of cool? In the center, there is a round circle, and someone was saying, what if I put a bead in there? I mean, I might be able to just hang something in there. I have an earring. Let me see if I can stab it in there and see what it looks like. Oh, that's kind of cute. Those are piqué beads. Well, this project may not be done. I think I'm going to have to continue visiting with it because my earring in it looks pretty nice. Let's see what it would look like if I put like some darker Tahitian pearls. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, you're going to see me back with other versions. Thank you for enjoying with me and have a wonderful evening. Aloha.